In this video, we will be discussing the challenges as the valuation of the service supply chain affect in the emerging markets and how that differs quite a bit from what one could see in the developed markets. Let's jump into it. So, when it comes to the developed markets, most of the markets are already very far developed. They understand legislation, they have systems in place. When you come with your valuation methodology and you have your discussion for your service supply chain with the authorities so that they can understand where you're coming from, they have a vast amount of statistical data to work from, first of all. Secondly, they look at your manufacturing lane as part of a much bigger scheme, which most of the time their single window systems are already well structured and developed to facilitate. They understand fallback, they understand the entire spectrum all the way down and why it's important for you to go all the way down to fallback in order to evaluate your products. So when it comes to finding solutions for your valuation in more developed markets, the discussion is much easier because of more data, more transparency and so forth, and a broader understanding of the valuation and legislation. When it comes to the emerging markets, this is not the case. A lot of times the emerging markets do not yet have the single window facilities in place. Second of all, we have seen in many markets the legislation is not even that far developed that it understands or go all the way and have incorporated the entire set of GATT. A lot of cases happen that the legislation is not fully applied. Now, when a country is not yet able to either understand valuation fallback or past a certain level, or their systems have not been set up to follow past a certain section, or they are not willing to do so. I have found in many cases the countries are not unwilling to go beyond and understand things, but they are not yet as far developed from a system, a capability perspective, a knowledge perspective. So therefore, they go back and use methodologies that are not necessarily supported by the WTO, supported by the WTO, and therefore, unfortunately, hampering trade, and therefore making it more complex for your compliance in the service supply chain and valuation thereof in the emerging markets. In the next video, we will be discussing what you should do when you face challenges with your valuation in the emerging markets. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it. And if you have any questions regarding valuation of your service supply chain, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at hello@blueblox.ch. And we'd love to spend some time with you, maybe even have a discussion regarding your valuation of your service supply chain. Potentially, we could be there to help. Wish you all the best. Good day. Goodbye.